Thanks for joining us here at FNB Field as the Bobcats take on Wabash Valley College in the second game of the doubleheader here. We've got totals for us in the first game. We lost 10-6, I believe.
10-6. The loser was Max Meyer. The winning pitcher was Meddert for the Warriors. All right, second game already started. Wabash up to bat, one out here, one on. And the batter is going to be Landon Johnson, the first baseman. Pitching for the Bobcats is going to be Zach Leduc, the righty. Throw down to second base, and they got him.
All right.
That's a great way to start off the game.
I was going to say the same thing. What a way to start.
Second out of the inning, Nicholas
for Frontier,
Williams.
At least, not a great way to start for Wabash.
Second out of the inning, Nicholas Williams gets thrown out at second base trying to steal, and now there's two outs for Landon Johnson. The count now 1-1 on the Warriors' first baseman. Pitch on the way. That's going to be popped up out to right center field. Humphrey, the right fielder, comes over, makes the catch, and it's 3 up, 3 down, so to speak, for the Warriors here in the top of the first inning. Bottom of the first coming up. You're watching Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
I just wanted to take a quick second and thank one of our newest sponsors here for Bobcat Nation, Bears Flooring. Bears Flooring in Fairfield, they are a new business. They just opened, last month, I believe. 105
Yes.
North 1st Street. And
Right behind Huck's.
Right behind Huck's. Great location. And they their business took place of what was Haas Interior. Haas Interior in town closed down. I know that the Bears worked for Haas, so they have over 20 years experience, and you can find them on Facebook. They have any and all types of flooring there. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday by appointment. So thank you to Bears Flooring in Fairfield for coming on as a Bobcat Nation sponsor. We sure appreciate you. We could not do this without our sponsors, so thank you to Bears Flooring.
Yes.
Go in and give them a visit, especially if you're needing some new flooring.
That's right. Tell them you heard about it on
Mule Nation.
Bobcat Nation.
Bobcat, Mule, either nation.
I knew I'd suck you into saying it at least once.
I know. I did it.
Oh, man.
You're wrong for that, Mark.
You betcha. Manuel de Garcia is the starting pitcher for Wabash here in Game 2. They won Game 1, 10-6. Carter Ruffner, Artem Logvinov, Aiden Wright, Keegan Martin. If anybody gets on, number 5 hitter is Dawson Schumann. Bryce Humphrey in at number 6. Jacob Gresson bats 7th. Number 8 hitter is Ashton Horsham. And Jose Colon in at second base. He'll bat 9th this afternoon in Game 2 for the Bobcats.
Hopefully this game, too, is our game.
All right, Ruffner steps to the plate. He had a real good game in game 1.
He really did, and let's hope he can keep it up here for game 2. Let's go Carter.
So Ruffner steps in. Will face De Gracia here in Game 2. First pitch on the way. First pitch swinging. Over to short. Otten picks it up over to first. A 6-3 put out for the first out of the game. And that will bring in Artem Logvinov. Coach Matt McHugh has promised to join us after the game and hopefully bring a player up.
Yes.
Or two. Logvinov looks at strike 1, and it's quickly an 0-1 count on the Bobcat shortstop. And that one's outside. Count now 1-1. One delivery on the way. That one swung on, fouled straight back. The count runs to 1-2.
1 out.
1-2 delivery coming up. That swung on, and that is a strikeout for the second out of the inning. Aiden Wright steps in. Wright was at second base in the first game. He'll be behind the plate for game 2. DeGracia with the first pitch, and Wright looks at strike 1. Well, 1 delivery on the way. That's looked at ball 1. Nine-inning affair in game 1. Went to Wabash, 10-6. Just underway in game 2. And Wright looks at strike 2, and the count now 1-2. One-two delivery. Wright will foul this one back out of play. And the count moves to, well, stays at 1-2 rather. That one swung on by Wright. Down to third.
Up and under his glove, too. Under his glove.
Bobble. And Wright reaches on an error. Keegan Martin steps in. He's at third base here for game 2. The lefty bats with 1 on and 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. Pitch on the way. Martin looks at ball 1 low. And that's in for a strike. 1-1 the count. Wind is switched around straight out of the north now. That one swung on by Martin for strike 2. Pitch on the way, swung on, strike 3. And that will do it for the Bobcats here in the first inning. They leave 1 on. No score here. We head to the second. You're watching Bobcat Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
Join the Wayne County Farm Bureau as they travel to see John Michael Montgomery live in concert at the Effingham Performance Center Friday, March 24th. Your ticket includes entry into the show, dinner at Niemerg Steakhouse, and your seat on a chartered bus. Tickets are $100 for Wayne County Farm Bureau members and $130 for non-members. Contact the Wayne County Farm Bureau at 618-842-3342 to reserve your seat. The Wayne County Farm Bureau, a membership that means something.
4, 5, and 6 now in the top of the second for Wabash Valley. It's going to be Keaton Mahan, Logan Murphy, and John LeGrand for the Warriors here in the top of the second. The designated hitter, catcher, and the right fielder for the Warriors here.
Thank you all for joining us here today. I almost said tonight. 2:55 here, so not quite nighttime, but thank you all for joining us on Bobcat Nation.
It'll be 3:55 this time tomorrow.
I know.
Because we spring forward.
Isn't that something?
Extra hour of daylight. Wow.
Yeah, it snuck up on me. I ain't mad about it, though. Well, when my kids' schedules change, when they're not used to the time change, that part isn't fun, but we'll get there.
Of course, the Fairfield the Wayne County Chamber of Commerce annual dinner is Monday night out at the Willow Creek venue.
Yeah, catered by Green Pig.
That is always a fun time.
I know, it is. I'm excited, looking forward to it. Classic Pizza Business of the Year will be recognized. And,
they'll also recognize the Citizen of the Year.
Yep.
and a new award, the New Business of the Year.
And maybe
Is it?
Nation.
Oh yeah, new business of the year. That's what it was. I was thinking community service, but that's the
Citizen of the Year.
citizen of the year. So yeah, very cool. Let's see. They're asking us what the temp is here. It's in the 40s. Let's see what it's saying. 46 right now. Thank you. A brisk 46 with
You
that wind
betcha.
a blowing.
Mahan at the plate, the lefty. Looks at a strike, and it's 0-1. That one to the outside. That's ball one. And the count runs to 1-1 now.
No runners on the base, no outs.
Pitch from LeDuc on the way. And that bounces in the dirt for ball two.
Double D's watching from Nisbet Inn in rural Indiana. Very cool. Nisbet's one of my favorite places to stop at.
You better believe it. I tell you, buddy, you better be having one of those bologna and cheese trays.
That's what I was going to say.
He's a runner. He's a track star.
That
Look
went
at
out
him.
to the outside. Mahan.
He's a runner. He's a track star.
He's in at second with a double.
We all hope you're having a great day, Derek.
I don't know. You go to the Nisbet Inn. That's a pretty great day to me.
For sure.
You better believe it. Wow.
We're all just jealous now.
Yeah. We all wish we could be with you right now.
Although we're having fun here.
Yeah,
Bobcats baseball is pretty entertaining.
Better believe it. Wow, man.
Pretty good game today.
21,
Couple
Logan
games.
Murphy, the catcher. And now he'll bat with one out and a runner on second. He pops that one up.
Where's it going? Shortstop.
And the
Opposite. Shoot.
so we get an error, another runner in on the air. And again, could be a situation of that wind playing some havoc. Because it is blowing straight out of the north now. That's why it felt so cold between games when I walked downstairs.
Yeah, once you leave this freaking balcony area, it's freezing.
Pitch all the way. The bunt is down. It's a good one. Over to first.
They call him out.
Yep.
I think
All
they
right.
did. That was a nice
First
play.
out.
And that's the first out of the inning. But the runners
Fielder's
do
choice.
move up.
That was a fielder's choice.
That was a pretty good bunt. You know, he had to work really hard to get that to first in time. And
All right, Isaias Villarreal steps in now, batting with one out. Runners on second and third for the Warriors here in the top of the second. That pitch in for a strike.
Double D, while you're at Nisbet, check with them and see if they want to be a Bobcat Nation sponsor.
0-1 delivery coming up. 1-2 now. That strike right at the knees. Luke with the 0-2 delivery. That's high for ball one. That one going to be fouled out of play off the right field line. And the count now 1-2. Runners at second and third, one out here, top of the second inning for the Wabash Valley College Warriors. Gets away from Wright, the catcher. Runners do not advance, though. And the count now 2-2.
Two and two, one out.
Duke from the stretch. Needs a K here, and Villarreal fights that one off. The count remains 2-2. Pitch on the way. That one swung on, an outside pitch. He went for it. And a swinging strikeout, and that's that's 1 out here. 2 outs here in the inning.
Number 20's up to bat now.
This will be Yamil Torres, the second baseman. Didn't have much luck there in the first game, but he'll bat here with runners at second and third and 2 outs. That pitch outside for ball 1.
We have Grandma and Grandpa Peyton from Peoria, Illinois, cheering for Ashton Horsham in Game 2. Thanks for joining us, Grandma and Grandpa Peyton.
Pitch on the way. That's in for a strike. 1-1 the count on Torres.
2 outs. Runners on second and third. See what Bobcats can do with this. That was a great pitch.
That was a very nice pitch. At the count now 1-2 on Torres.
It's a nice off-speed fastball, it looked like.
Pitch on the way. Yep, they got him.
And it's still scoreless. Bottom of 2.
After 2, well, after an inning and a half, 2 left on. Nobody scores. It's 0-0. You're watching Bobcat Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
Join the Wayne County Farm Bureau as they travel to see John Michael Montgomery live in concert at the Effingham Performance Center Friday, March 24th. Your ticket includes entry into the show, dinner at Niemerg Steakhouse, and your seat on a chartered bus. Tickets are $100 for Wayne County Farm Bureau members and $130 for non-members. Contact the Wayne County Farm Bureau at 618-842-3342 to reserve your seat. The Wayne County Farm Bureau, a membership that means something.
Welcome back to FNB Field. Bottom of the second inning. It's going to be Dawson Schumann, Bryce Humphrey, and Jacob Gresham for the Bobcats. No score here through an inning and a half. Zach LeDuc did a good job of getting out of that second and third. Runners on second and third jam back there in the top of the second.
We got Lauren Hedinger checking in. Logan Murphy's sister checking in from Atlanta. Let's go, Bub. Thanks for watching, Lauren. If you guys are watching, feel free to chime in on the live chat. We love to hear from you. And don't forget to subscribe to Bobcat Nation. I think we're up, almost to 300 subscribers. So our goal is to always hit 1,000. So
picture of food.
Double D, yeah. He said he ordered the
Double D.
Pork pit platter, baked beans, German potato salad, and rib gumbo, making me hungry.
I tell you what, I sure wouldn't be riding home with him. Oh, man. Schumann fouls that one off. That's a strike on Dawson Schumann.
Try to gather yourself again, Mark.
What?
You trying to regather yourself?
Oh, I think so. That went inside for a ball, and the count runs 1-1 on Dawson Schumann. 1-1 delivery coming up. That's outside for ball 2. Both of these pitchers in this second game are working real fast.
No, not really.
2-1 the delivery to Schumann. Swung on that, kind of handcuffed him, and the count even now at 2-2. Two delivery on the way. That's high for ball 3. Bobcats out a runner back in the first and could not bring him across. Wabash had a couple left on in the top of the second and could not bring either one of them home. That's inside and hits Schumann on the hip. He'll go down to first base. And Bryce Humphrey will check in. Batting here. Humphrey played an outstanding game 1 for the Bobcats. Bats here with nobody out and a runner on first base.
It's looking good for Bobcats to end the second game.
Austin Schumann hit by a pitch. Now Martin set to bat. Martin is hit by a pitch.
2 back-to-back. That's 2 guys he's hit back-to-back. And they're going to have
Ouch.
a coaching visit at the mound right now. Mound visit, they call it.
Yeah.
Got to talk about this.
Yeah. You don't want to be hitting a bunch of people filling up the bases.
De Gracia is trying to pitch inside, and the Bobcats are moving ever closer to that plate when they bat. And when he tries to pitch him inside, you try and get yourself on base any way you possibly can.
Right.
Yeah, when you're pitching side and they're hugging that base right there and it's windy, it's not a good mix.
I think the batter's box is awfully small anyways. I'm always mind blown, that they can consistently make it into the batter's box without hitting a player. So, you know what I mean? I just think it's really, really impressive. So, yeah, you add that wind into the mix and complicates things even more.
Mm-hmm. And the cold, too, because the cold
Right.
Numbs your fingers, and when you're trying to throw a curveball or something like that, I mean, you got to have fingertip control, and
Right.
That cold messes with it a lot of times. 2 on now for Jacob Gresham, the designated hitter for the Bobcats.
Wabash's coach probably just told him to try to quit pitching inside so much.
And he continues to go inside, and that one's low for ball 1.
See if he hits another one here. We'll take it.
1-0 the count on Gresham. DeGracia from the stretch with runners at first and second. And there he hits a strike of the knees. The count now 1-1 on Gresham. Gresham had a big double back in game 1.
Mm-hmm.
Tell you what, when he hits them, they fly off the bat like a rocket. 1-1 the count on Gresham. DeGracia with the pitch. That's outside, gets away. That's going to let the runners advance.
Runners, yes. Bobcats dugout is chirpy this game.
Well, you get 2 players hit
Right.
back to back.
Yep, gonna get
You're
a
going
little
to
talk
get
going.
a little chippy.
Yeah, they're probably trying to get in the pitcher's head right now.
2-1 the count. Runners at second and third now. Gresham, base hit, will plate 2. Gresham is set. DeGracia set. Pitch is on the way. And that one gets away from the catcher.
Wildcats.
Bobcats are not going to advance the runners, though.
And Bobcats coach is a little mad that you advanced to home.
Cal moves to 3-1. Gresham going to be looking for something here to drive. You don't want to load the bases
For 0
for
outs.
Horcham. Gresham set, 3-1 count. DeGracia having his issues this inning. Pitch on the way.
Ooh.
Out
Nice
to
hit.
center field, and it's going to be
down.
a base hit. 1 run in for the Bobcats. And the runner at third. And still,
Left-handed hitter in the box now for
this will be
Bobcats.
Ashton Horcham. Still, nobody out here for the Bobcats. They're looking to get a big inning here in the bottom of the second inning.
And there's runners at first and third for the Bobcats and 0 outs. See if we can fill up the bases or score the other 2 in.
Wouldn't be surprised to see the runner at first take off. We'll see. Horcham.
Smart play to have him run off.
That one outside for ball 1.
If I'm Bobcats coach, I'm telling first runner at first to run to second to see if they'll throw it to second so third can go home.
Mm-hmm.
Sacrifice right there.
1-0 count on Horcham. Pitch on the way. That's high for ball 2. DeGracia having his issues here.
I got Nixie chiming in. Frontier softball's up 8-0 in the top of the second inning. Go Bobcats.
You
Thanks for the
betcha.
update,
Wow.
Nixie.
Man, that sounds like a good game. High-scoring game already. Second 2 innings.
2-0 count. There's a strike right down central. And it's 2-1. Nobody out here. Bottom of the second inning. Runners on first and third. Bobcats already with 1 run in. Pitch on the way. Horcham.
Foul.
And it is foul down the left field line. It was close.
It was close.
And that will even the count up at 2-2 here for Ashton Horcham. Horcham, the lefty, is set. Pitch is on the way. That's going to be fouled off. And the count remains 2-2.
Zero outs. Runners on first and third still.
Gracia taking his time, being very deliberate. Pitch is on the way. That's swung on and fouled off once again. And again, the Bobcat hitters are making the Wabash pitchers work.
Yep. They don't go up there and swing at every pitch. They really are deliberate.
Yeah, they try to make the pitchers run through their pitch count, hoping to mess with their heads, put some new pitchers in.
2-2 now. That's outside, and the count runs 3-2. Runner at first will likely take off here on the pitch. Nobody out, runners at the corners. Horcham with a 3-2 count. Pitch on the way. Horcham swinging. Gets that one out to left field. It's going to be caught by the left fielder. Was not deep enough to get the runner going from home, though. Jose Colon will step in with 1 out here. Runners at second and third. Or runners at first and third, rather. My mistake. Jose Colon, a redshirt freshman out of Brookfield, Illinois. Pitch on the way. And Colon looks at ball 1.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see the runner at first take off for second in a second.
1-0 pitch coming up from DeGracia. Colon swinging through for strike 1. One delivery coming up. Colon showing bunt and then pulls it back but takes a strike. I think he kind of surprised the Wabash defenders, though. They caught him off guard just a little bit, but at any rate, it was a strike, and the count is now 1-2 on Jose Colon, the second baseman in game 2 here. And that's high for ball 3. Bobcats fell to Wabash 10-6 in game 1.
Yeah, I would.
Count is at 2-2. Wind has shifted once again back to the northeast. Colon swinging, and that's a strikeout. And that'll be out number 2 of the inning here. And bring in the leadoff man, Carter Ruffner. Ruffner steps in. Chance to bring home at least one. Pitch on the way. The runner from first takes off. And we're down to second. Second and third now, Ruffner has a 1-0 count on him. Pitch on the way. Ruffner looks at a strike at the knees, and it's 1-1. First time we've really heard the wind in the crowd mic this afternoon.
Yeah,
that's how much the wind is shifting. Ruffner looks at a called second strike, and it's 1-2 on the Bobcats leadoff man. They plated one here in the bottom of the second. Looking to add to that total with a base hit from Carter Ruffner. Ruffner swings through. There's a strikeout. That will do it. Couple left on for the Bobcats. They get one, though, and they lead 1-0 after two. You're watching Bobcat Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
Fairfield, Illinois, the center of it all. Mark your calendars for April 8th, 2024, because Fairfield, Illinois is the place to be for the 2024 total solar eclipse. With events for all ages, all weekend long, you won't want to be anywhere else. Follow the event on Facebook and Instagram at Solar Eclipse Fairfield to be the first to know about anything and everything Solar Eclipse 2024. You can also check out cityoffairfieldillinois.com/solar eclipse for a running list of unique places to stay in Fairfield, Illinois, the center of it all.
Top of the third inning, it's for Wabash. It's going to be their number 9 hitter, Luke Oden. Then back to the top of the lineup for Monomolo, and Nicholas Williams. Anybody gets on, Landon Johnson, the first baseman, will bat.
We got 40 people joining us, 42 right now online. So thank you all for being here, Bobcat Nation.
We appreciate it.
Yes, we do. Be sure and subscribe to our channel so you'll never miss a broadcast. Ledoux completing his warm-up tosses. And Otten will check in. He's the shortstop for these Warriors. 16-7 overall, I believe. And number 8 in the nation. And the Bobcats right now holding them at bay. Pitch on the way, Otten looking to bunt.
That got through right to the umpire. Bounced off of him.
And it's 1-0 the count quickly on Luke Otten. Otten looking to bunt. Pulls it back, and it's ball 2. Otten again looking to bunt. Now he looks at strike 1. Not sure that he's actually looking to bunt. He's just giving the Bobcat defense the idea. Swinging away on that one and fouls it off, and that'll be strike 2. There's a strikeout for Ledoux. And the first out of the third inning for Wabash. And Richard Bonamolo Jr. will check in. Batting lead off here in the game 2, the nightcap of this doubleheader. Pitch on the way, and that's in for a strike. Leduc pitching from the stretch here with nobody on. Pitch coming up, that's high for ball 1. And there is a ball to the outside. 2-1 the count on the Wabash leadoff hitter. Two-one delivery coming up. That is in for a strike. Nice pitch by Leduc. Pitch on the way. That is a called third strike. Duke looking to strike out the side here in the third. Nicholas Williams stepping in. Williams looks at a called first strike, and it's 0-1. One delivery on the way. That swung on. And a short. Logvinoff picks it up over to first. And it's a 1-2-3. Top of the third for the Bobcats. Still 0-0. You're watching Mule.
0-1.
0-1 rather. 1-0. Bobcats on top. They're coming to bat. You're watching Bobcat Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
RJ on Main, Fairfield's newest event venue. Located at 200 East Main in downtown Fairfield. With tables and chairs for up to 60 people, free Wi-Fi, an open floor plan, full kitchen, full bath, and lots of new updates, while keeping the building's historical charm. RJ on Main is the perfect place for your next event. Contact RJ on Main today by calling 618-315-3611 or book online at raylanjames.com/RJ on Main.
Bottom of the third inning. And for the Bobcats, it's going to be 2-3-4. Logvinoff, Wright, and Martin. Anybody gets on, Dawson Schumann. 1-0. Bobcats have the lead over Wabash Valley. That third inning wasn't disastrous for the Bobcats as in game 1.
Yeah, we got through it.
Leduc pitching very well thus far.
They are doing a great job, and Andrew Jacobs actually tuned in on our live chat and said, doing a great job, guys, and I couldn't agree more.
I wonder what time it is over there in Australia
Yeah.
now. We're probably about, 7 o'clock? 8 o'clock in the morning?
Probably about 8.
When he checked in earlier, what did he say, 3 a.m.?
4 a.m.
Yeah.
4
And that was
a.m.
about 11:30 a.m.
Yeah.
Pitch
So
on the
about
way.
8.
That is fouled back for strike 1. Artem Logvinoff. Pitch on the way. That's going to be fouled off as well. It's 0-2.
And it's 8 a.m. tomorrow there.
8 a.m. tomorrow.
Yeah.
So-
Do they have time change?
I don't know. I was going to say, is it 8 really, or is it 9? You know?
Time is such a confusing thing.
Strikeout of Logvinoff, and 1 out here in the bottom of the third inning for the Bobcats. Aiden Wright checks in. Wright reached on an error, was stranded back in the first.
I'm excited about time change. It gives me an extra hour to go fishing after school.
There you go.
Wright looks at a called first strike, and the count is 0-1. Pitch on the way. That's outside for ball 1.
Andrew said, I meant you guys are doing a great job commentating, LOL. It's 8:25 on Sunday. So, well, thank you. We appreciate that.
8:25 on Sunday. Pitch on the way. Wright fouls that one.
It's Sunday.
Right back. 1-2 the count.
It's Sunday in Australia.
Oh,
They're
that's nice to
that
know.
far ahead. If that doesn't, confuse your mind, blow your mind. Can be different days and different places.
Yeah. 1-2 delivery coming up. Ooh, man. Wright had to jump out of the way of that one. And the count evens at 2-2 now. Right set. Fouls that one off to the right side. The count remains 2-2.
I'm with Mount Airy Mobile. She says, let's go to standard military time like the rest of the world.
That's right.
Keep it one time. And
what time would it be now? It would be.
Oh, nice hit. Get down.
That is going to be handled, and that will be the second out of the inning. 3:06, it would be, let's see. It would be
3:26.
It would be 15:26 in military time.
Man, that's some quick math, Mark.
Yeah, I grew up on a military base, so I'm pretty familiar with it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Huh.
Okay.
That makes sense now.
They do. Australia does have daylight savings time there in the summer months.
Really? Okay.
Isn't it summer months all the time there because it's always hot?
It's a summer month there now, I'm assuming.
I would think it would be summer month all the time.
We're from small town Illinois. We're not very very educated here. We're learning so much.
We're used to.
Sorry, we're probably coming off.
We are
pretty dumb right now.
We're probably coming off just the way we are.
We know Andrew's in Australia because we've chatted with him on our past live streams before.
You
so,
betcha.
we like to get to know who we're chatting with and where they're at and who they're tuning in for.
There's a ball high, and the count is 3-1 now.
Yeah, in Fairfield, you're used to a 60-degree day, then 30, then 70 for a couple days, and then back to 40, and then snowing. And next week, it's sunny and warm.
Martin looks at ball 4. He'll trot down to first with a walk.
You never know what weather you're going to get till you wake up.
Dawson Schumann hit by a pitch and advanced all the way around to score in the second inning. Scored the Bobcats' only run here.
They said Southern Hemisphere seasons are reversed.
Yeah,
so that would be right.
Down there. Yeah.
It's winter here, right?
Oh, it'd be summer down there. You're right.
It gets hot in Australia, but it does snow about an hour away from him in the winter.
Wow.
So, it's currently late summer.
Runner on first, Keegan Martin.
You learn something new every day.
I know. I love learning about this.
Stole second base.
It's like history class or science class.
Geography.
Yeah, geography. That's what the word I'm
that
looking
probably
for.
Is it truly geography?
There we go.
Is it truly geography or is it geography?
Geography.
It's geography. That's right. Keaton Martin stole the second bait in a row. He's down at third base now. Two outs, runner on third. Schumann at bat. Pitch on the way. Schumann looks at a ball outside. And the count for Dawson Schumann runs to 3-0. Schumann, grounder towards second, over to first, and that will do it. A runner left on. Nobody crosses the plate. After 2.5, it is 1-0 Bobcats.
Go Bobcats.
Looking for something special for that special someone? Let Black's Flowers and Gifts in downtown Fairfield help with a custom floral or silk arrangement, balloon or candy bouquet, or gift item. Give Black's a call at 618-847-7076 for pickup or delivery, or just stop by and say hi at 310 East Main in Fairfield. Black's Flowers and Gifts, your florist with a personal touch.
.71 right now in Australia where Andrew is at. Like I said, here it's 46, but it's a cold 46. Light rain is expected to start in the next 28 minutes. Hopefully that won't
and it feels like
delay.
39.
Feels like 39 right now.
100% a chance. 100% chance of rain
Hopefully we
starting
get
at
out.
4.
Hopefully we
but
get out of here before then.
You think in 30 minutes?
Well, probably not.
I was going to say.
We'll probably.
It'll probably still going on, but maybe it won't be too bad.
Hopefully they don't have to postpone the rest of the game or anything, or call it.
I know, that's why Coach McHugh wanted to get started an hour earlier today, so.
Hey, maybe we should have tried to get it started 2 hours early.
Yeah. Maybe.
I didn't think he expected that first game to take 3 hours.
Well, and the rain wasn't supposed to come till a little bit later either, but, you know, that's always changing.
Yeah,
so.
with Fairfield, you know, it says 60 degrees one day, and then it goes to the 40 when you check a couple hours later, then back to 60. Ooh, nice hit. Oh, foul. Yep, he fouled out. Mark will be right back. You're better,
Got my better play-by-play.
as Claire would say.
Let's see, number 41, Johnson, first baseman, up to bat.
Swinging in the dirt and chased down. Nope.
Thrown out.
Yep. Fielder's choice. Man, he put those jets on right there when he seen the catcher chasing him. Claire.
Yeah, he moved right along.
Yeah, he put those jets on.
We got the designated hitter, number 12.
I think he had some turbos in his boots in his shoes that time.
How do you pronounce this player's name, Mark? Number 12, the designated hitter. Mahan?
Mahan.
Okay.
I believe.
Swing for strike 1.
And Mahan looks at the ball. 1-1 the count. Pitch on the way. That's on the outside corner for a strike.
Andrew Jacobs was chiming in. He was saying that it's 71 degrees there in our temp conversion. They have Celsius, which I knew they did. We're like the only place in the world besides Liberia and the Cayman Islands that use Fahrenheit. Isn't that crazy? Why? Why are we on a different?
I'm just impressed that you know that.
I Googled it.
Okay.
I Googled it because I was going to say I think we're like the only place, and I was pretty much right. Yeah.
Mahan.
Caught.
It's caught in the outfield.
All right.
And that'll be out number 2
You should have just
of
said
the
you
fourth inning.
learned it.
I learned it.
Yeah,
Learned that.
Yeah, never give Google your
the credit.
yeah.
Logan Murphy, the catcher, will step in.
Could have fooled Mark right there. You throw Google
I know.
sometimes,
I know. I should have.
but Mark did nothing to deserve a trick
No.
like that.
I'm a pretty honest person. I can't lie. You would have known.
Ball 1. And 2 outs here in the top of the fourth inning. Man, this game is flying along.
Yeah, that third inning last game is what took 45 minutes. It felt like an hour.
There is the first strike, and 0-2, 2 strikes on Murphy.
2 outs, no runners on.
Pitch all the way. That's a called third strike.
And the batter is looking at the umpire.
I'll tell you what, I loved the reaction from Aiden Wright, the catcher for the Bobcats, when he took that. I've seen it a couple of times from him on strikeouts already in this game. He just starts headed to the dugout and throws that ball out toward first base.
Yep. He's not waiting for him to call it one bit. So.
He is not. Bottom of the fourth inning coming up. It's a 1-0 Bobcat lead here. Zach LeDuc on the mound for the Bobcats has been lights out thus far.
Mm-hmm.
Coming up from Wabash is going to be John LeGrand, Isaias Villarreal, and Yamil Torres here in the bottom of the fourth inning, top of the fifth. That's who will be up for Wabash here for the Bobcats here in the bottom of the fourth inning. It is going to be Humphrey, Gresham, and Horcham.
And maybe if one of them get on.
Who would be next?
Cologne.
Cologne, yeah.
Very cool.
they can win this second game, it'd be a big win, even if they lost.
Big shot in the arm.
Yeah.
Big shot in the arm for the Bobcats to knock off the number 8 team in the country.
At least
So-
once.
So, question: how do they do the rankings? I mean, we're not too far in the season.
They got ranked off of their previous seasons. They made a real far run last year or 2 years
Okay.
ago. They lost to the team that won it.
Okay.
That's first in the nation.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was
It's like the
just-
postseason for like MLB, but
Right.
college style. That's how they get ranked.
Okay. So that's the season previous.
Yes.
Interesting.
And then you can get ranked on like this season if you beat a bunch of ranked teams. So like if Bobcats
I was gonna say, I'm
if the
assuming-
Bobcats beat Wabash Valley College, for instance, 4 times at the beginning of the season, their rankings would slowly move up. And if Wabash had beat them, or they beat a bunch of top 10 ranked teams, Bobcats would
Right.
kick
move
them
up.
out of the way and move
Right.
up. Yeah.
Yep. Makes sense.
It's just a little bit of knowledge there for you to know today.
Like I said, always learning. That's what I love about my job. Every aspect of it, from marketing, different types of businesses, and
Letting students at the high school come stream
right.
work.
learn from you guys. Learn about more about sports and learn
Yeah.
more about different industries. So, yep,
And if
it's
you guys
fun.
want to be a part of Mule Nation, Bobcat Nation, want to come help, just contact Mark, Double D, or Claire, and they'll
yep.
let you know. You can maybe come be a part of this.
Yes, for sure.
All righty. Stepping up, there's a first pitch strike to Humphrey, and it's 0-1. 1-0. The Bobcats leading Wabash Valley. Their run came in the second. Pitch on the way. Oh, man, that sailed over the head of Bryce Humphrey.
Bryce trying to say hit him a little bit, I think.
Again, the cold playing havoc with those curveballs.
Yeah. Cold in the wind do not make.
1-1 the count, that one. Low and outside, and the count now 2-1. Wind again shifting.
He may need to warm up his fingers a little bit before he throws another curveball.
2-1 delivery from De Gracia.
Ooh, nice.
Humphrey pops that one up. Can the catcher get to it, or is it going to be out of play? It will be out of play.
Nice hustle from the catcher, though.
Looked like the Bobcats dugout was giving them a hard time. They were giggling. Probably said, "Keep running, you can get it." Run right into the dugout.
Run right into the fence.
Yeah.
Kind of like a,
Pitch on the way. Humphrey. Check swing. He did not go around, and the count is now 3-2.
The way that pitcher turned around when he didn't hear a strike called was hilarious.
I'm surprised the
Turned around.
catcher did not request a second opinion from the field umpire. 3-2 delivery coming up. Humphrey waiting, swinging, and fouls that one out of play. Pitch on the way, Humphrey.
Nice hit to shortstop.
Shortstop picks it up
thrown
over to
out.
first, and it's a 6-3 put out.
He barely got thrown out, too.
First out of the inning, Jacob Gresham will check in, singled, and advance to second back in the second, and he was stranded there.
Hopefully, he doesn't get stranded on second again. May need to go send Ozark out after him, if he keeps getting stranded.
Pitch on the way. That one's low and outside for ball one.
We got Sherry tuning in again. She says, "Jacob Gresham, your family is so proud of you." I love that.
1-0 delivery coming up for Gresham. He'll foul that one straight back, and it's 1-1.
He's a great low ball player.
A lot to be proud of, for sure.
One delivery on the way from DeGracia. Gresham swinging. He'll foul that back. The count now 1-2. You know, we should have grabbed Nick Sinikovsky for an interview earlier when we had her here.
Yeah. We should have.
1-2, and there's a strikeout of Gresham. And that's out number 2 of the inning here, and that'll bring in Ashton Horsham.
We sure appreciate Nixie and them giving us the opportunity to do this. And
Yes.
she's been so just supportive and welcoming. And
Yeah, she's been spoiling us too
I
today.
know, bringing us hot cocoa and
And
picking
then
up Subway for us.
me and Mark. And
She offered for me too, but I skipped.
me and Mark enjoyed it, though.
Regretting that now.
Yeah. Me and Mark could tell you they should have got it.
I know,
was
it
good.
smelled delicious.
Yeah, Mark smelled delicious. I was sitting here like, ooh.
Made the wrong choice, huh?
1-0
No, I
count.
don't know what that was, but it smelled good.
1-0 count on Horsham. And he looks at ball 2. That was a spicy Italian.
Ooh, I'll try that sometime, Mark. You know your stuff about food sometimes. Like Mimo's Pizza, he showed me that one time you and Derek did. Ooh, that was good.
2-0 delivery. And that's in at the letters for strike 1.
He's a good friend to have. Knows all the good food places.
Yeah, him and Derek do that. I'll tell you that.
Oh, yeah.
I have a lot of experience.
How many food eating competitions were you in?
I have never been in a food eating competition.
Not
I'm
even
thinking-
spicy wings?
Yeah, not even spicy wings.
I have not.
Oh,
I've never been in a food eating competition.
I think it'd be fun to be in one.
3-1 the count. Pitch is on the way, and that's outside for ball 4. Ashton Horsham down to first. He's on base for Jose Colon.
No walkout music this time.
They like to keep us on our toes, you
I
know?
guess so.
I think they're playing mind games with us over there. Probably over there giggling and stuff.
All right, Cologne steps in. 0 for 1 on the afternoon. Runner at first now. Pitch is on the way. That's high for ball 1.
High and inside.
And we're
Mound
going to get a
visit.
trip to the mound by the Warriors manager, coach. Just going to, I think, settle down his pitcher. Yep, just a quick couple of quick words. Maybe reset up the signs or something. We'll get back to action here. Bobcats leading 1-0 here. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning, game 2 of this doubleheader with Wabash Valley College. And Jose Colon will step in. 2 outs here. Runner on first for the Bobcats. Colon swinging through, and that's a strike. The count runs to 1-1. On the Bobcats' second baseman, Jose Colon. One delivery. That one pitched down to a nice play. And that will do it. Horsham thrown out, stealing. And we come to the end of 4 with the Bobcats leading 1-0. You're watching Bobcat Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
Join the Wayne County Farm Bureau as they travel to see John Michael Montgomery live in concert at the Effingham Performance Center Friday, March 24th. Your ticket includes entry into the show, dinner at Niemerg Steakhouse, and your seat on a chartered bus. Tickets are $100 for Wayne County Farm Bureau members and $130 for non-members. Contact the Wayne County Farm Bureau at 618-842-3342 to reserve your seat. The Wayne County Farm Bureau, a membership that means something.
Welcome back to FNB Field, top of the 5th inning. Aqueduct for the Bobcats has been impressive thus far.
Yes, he has. And like we were talking about during the break, you know, this game is really moving right along, and he's had a great game so far, and efficient, you know, defense by the Bobcats as well.
LeGrand, Villarreal, and Torres here in the top of the 5th for Wabash. Anybody gets on, it's going to be Luke Otten. We may have a pinch hitter. Let's check here.
Is it McGuire
LeGrand
Taylor?
does wear number 9. Okay.
Oh, no. I was hoping to be McGuire Taylor for a minute. SCHS alumni.
Number 9.
Number 9 is John LeGrand. The lefty will bat here. Duke still pitching from the stretch all the way. First pitch swinging, it's fouled, out of play. Oh, 1 delivery coming up. That's inside for ball 1. There's a called second strike on the outside corner, and the count runs to 1-2 on John LeGrand. Top of 5 here at FNB Field. It's been a pretty good one for the Bobcats. They're leading 1-0. Pitch on the way. That one fouled off. The count remains 1-2. One-two delivery coming up. That's high for ball 2. And again, high for a ball. The count now 3-2. 3-2 delivery, that's fouled and off at the plate. Count remains 3-2. That's high for ball 4. And the Warriors have a runner. Isaiah Villarreal. He is at third in today's second game. First pitch strike from Leduc. He's showing bunt here. Gets it out, and that is going to be grounded toward first, and that one thrown away. And the runners will advance, and they're going to, well, no, they're going to hold him up. I thought LeGrand was going to try and score, but they held him up. And in stops Yamil Torres. Leduc in a little bit of a jam. Torres looks at a ball. Runners at second and third here in the top of the 5th. Nobody out for the Warriors. Pitch on the way. And that's in for ball 2. Leduc in a bit of a jam here, to say the least. Second and third, nobody out after the error. Pitch coming up. That's a strike. Bobcats run came courtesy of an error on Wabash Valley back in the second inning.
Wabash probably could have scored right there. Would have ran.
That one.
That's going to be 2.
And 2 runs will score here on the base hit by Torres. And it's a 2-1 Wabash lead. And Luke Otten will check in. Otten in. He'll bunt this one down the third baseline. Over to first, and another throwing error.
Wow.
And that will allow the runners to move up, second and third now.
Need to take a break here and refocus, calm down.
Coaching, Frontier's getting a mound visit right now.
Gonna have a quick chat with everyone. While we're doing that, I'm going to give another quick thank you to Bears Flooring of Fairfield, Illinois. They're our newest Bobcat Nation sponsor.
I stopped by there yesterday afternoon. Man, they have some nice stuff in
Do
there.
they? Yeah, they just fixed up that building there on 105 North First, right behind Huck's. But yeah, they're always so friendly, and they got great stuff and over 20 years experience. So we want to thank them for sponsoring Bobcat Nation, and stop in, check them out, give them a call, 842-4224. And yeah, give them a visit. Tell them Bobcat Nation sent you.
You betcha. I think we may be visiting them before long. We may be having to put in some new floors before long.
Oh, really? At the Black's Flower Shop?
Oh, well, we'd like it there, but
or the home.
I'm just not. It all depends on how some things come out, and if we get a tax refund and that sort of thing, So there's another base hit, and another run will score.
4-1, or is it 3? 3-1.
Wow,
all right,
they're riled up about something over there.
Runners now at first and second.
Their Wabash coach is telling the dugout to start getting excited.
Nicholas Williams on. 3 runs have crossed the plate for Wabash here in the top of the 5th. Williams fouls that one off down the third baseline, and it's strike 1 on Williams. Pitch on the way. That's low and outside for ball 1. The count 1-1 on Nicholas Williams. Still no outs here in the top of the 5th inning. Runners on first and third for Wabash. That's a strike. And the count now 1-2. One-two delivery from Leduc coming up. Pitch on the way. That's a curve that did not break, and the count now 2-2.
We got about 6 minutes till it says the rain's going to start. So
it's starting to get dark out.
It is starting to get dark and windy, windy, windy.
Pitch is on the way, and Williams going to foul this one off.
So many foul balls today.
You play 5.5. That is actually considered an official game. So.
Oh, really?
We are just about to that point.
In a 9-inning game or 7?
Both, I believe.
Oh. Is it a 3.5 though for 7? I would think.
That one fouled off. I am truthfully not sure.
That's double play right there.
All right, so there we go. 2 outs now.
Third base caught it. Second runner that was on first base ran to second and didn't run back to first.
And Landon Johnson will bat here with 2 outs. And Leduc pretty much out of jam.
Caught again.
And that will do it. And a 5.5 here. Wabash has taken a 3-1 lead over Frontier. The Bobcats coming up to bat. You're watching Bobcat Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
Fairfield, Illinois, the center of it all. Mark your calendars for April 8th, 2024, because Fairfield, Illinois is the place to be for the 2024 total solar eclipse. With events for all ages, all weekend long, you won't want to be anywhere else. Follow the event on Facebook and Instagram at Solar Eclipse Fairfield to be the first to know about anything and everything Solar Eclipse 2024. You can also check out cityoffairfieldillinois.com/solar eclipse for a running list of unique places to stay in Fairfield, Illinois, the center of it all.
Welcome back to FNB Field. It's going to be Cologne, Ruffner, and Logvinoff. Anyone gets on, Aiden Wright. Bobcats find himself in a hole here in the bottom of the fifth inning. 3-1 after Wabash picked up a trio of runs in the top of the fifth.
Hello.
Oh, I know who that is, but I can't answer at
We're
the
on
present
the
time.
air,
I'm kind
yeah.
of a little busy right now.
Made it jump for a second. I look over and I see Mark over here jumping out of his seat for it.
Scared him.
Yeah.
Scared him a little bit.
Mhm.
I think he forgot to turn his ringer off today.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
sometimes that
Stuff
happens.
happens. I've done that before. I've had my ringer on here, and I've had clear text.
I was going to say, the mean old boss sent him a text. Every time you send a Snapchat, I can hear you on the air.
It was that one time you and me had that difficulty where they can hear us whispering, Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cologne at the plate, swinging at the first pitch. He fouls that one straight back, out of play. That wind really starting to whip around now. Picked up a little bit.
You can see their jerseys are blowing.
You betcha.
It has to be
That-
freezing playing out there today.
Bad pitch of ball, and it's 1-1 now.
We're up here all tied up in our hoodies and stuff, and Claire's in a blanket, big jacket,
puffy
and,
coat.
yeah, and a heater, and we're still freezing a little bit.
2-1 count now. That one low in the dirt for ball 2 on Jose Colon. Two-one delivery coming up. That's on the inside corner for strike 2. And it's outside for ball 3, and the count now full on Cologne. The Bobcats number 9 hitter. Get on. Whatever you can do, get on base. Three-two delivery from DeGracia. That one fouled back, out of play. Three-two delivery once again. And that is a called third strike.
First out of the inning for Bobcats.
Bottom 5 here, leadoff man Carter Ruffner steps in. DeGracia has been pretty good on the mound. We've talked about Zach Leduc a little bit, how good he's been, but DeGracia has matched him as well. Ruffner looks at the ball high. 1-0 the count on Carter Ruffner, the Bobcats leadoff man. It's coming up, that's outside, and that'll be ball 2. Expect a visit from Coach Matt McHugh after the game, and hopefully one of the players. 2-0 the count, pitch on the way, that one going to be fouled out of play, off to the right side. Two and one the count. Ruffner swinging again. He'll foul that straight back. The count evens at 2. 2-2 the count on the Bobcats leadoff man, Carter Ruffner. Bobcats trailing 3-1 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Pitch on the way, Ruffner. Looks at the ball high, and it's 3-2. Three-two delivery on the way. That swung on for a strike. Can you hear that wind in the background, Claire? It is really
It is starting to
howling out there, isn't it?
Starting to howl. I don't see any raindrops yet, though.
Ruffner strikes out, and Logvinov steps in. Swinging first pitch, Logvinov fouls it off to the right side. And that is caught for the 3rd out of the inning. And we go to the top of the 6th with the Bobcats trailing 3-0 to Wabash Valley College. You're watching Bobcat Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
Raylan James Marketing. Marketing done your way. No matter how small your business is, we're here to help with everything from social media management to search engine optimization. Needing a website or business cards? A flyer for your upcoming event? We do that too. Hometown people helping out our hometown businesses. Contact us today at 618-315-3611 or email claire@raylanjames.com to see how we can help your business grow. Go Mules!
Top of 6 here at FNB Field. Wabash Valley leading 3-1 over the Bobcats. It's going to be Mahan, Murphy, and LeGrand. 4, 5, and 6 for the Warriors here in the top of the 6th. This one's going to go 7. We went 9 in the first one. Bobcats lose 10-6, and this one will go 7 in.
A little bit shorter game, and man, it's just really been flying by compared to that first game as well.
It certainly has. Now we have baseball and softball coming up Tuesday for you.
Yep, FCHS.
Against Grayville.
Mule Nation against Grayville. Those are both 4:30 p.m. at home.
One of the streams will be on Bobcat Nation, too, and one will be on Mule Nation. So if you see
Right.
high school game on the Bobcat one, don't freak out. We're just using both channels.
Yeah, we got to use both channels. And
Don't want to create a third one, FCHSA,
Right.
That's,
girl sports
yeah.
or boy sports. So we're going to utilize both channels for Mule Nation and Bobcat Nation. So now back to action here.
Mahan steps in to face Leduc. He's still on the mound here. Pitching into the 6th. And that's ball 1.
It
Kinda
is
swirling, though.
3-1 in the top of the bottom of the 5th. Wabash Valley on top.
Ball 2 just thrown by Leduc, and it's 2-0 on Mahan. Pitch on the way. That's swung on and fouled off. Count now 2-1. Leduc with the count, with the signal. Pitch, fouls that one off, does Mahan. And the count now 2-2. Pitch on the way. That one swung on. Yanked out toward right. That's going to hit some green, rose to the wall. It's going to be at least 2. It will be a double for Mahan.
Yep. Gonna be a double.
Stepping in now, Isaiah Villarreal. Actually, it's going to be Logan Murphy, the catcher. Pitch on the way, and Murphy
That last hit was the closest we had to a home run today.
looks at strike one, and it's 0-1. Yeah, Mahan, the lefty batter, just yanked it down the left field line, and it was close. 0-1 delivery on the way. That hits him, and Murphy will head down to first. And looks like the Bobcats have someone in the bullpen warming up. Get a pinch runner into the ball game. This is going to be Mac Murphy. Mac Mitchell. And Isaias Villarreal stepping in now, or John LeGrand stepping in, rather. LeGrand looking to bunt. Backs it out. And that will be ball one. LeGrand again looking to bunt. Bunts that one foul. Count now 1-1. LeGrand again looking to bunt. Couldn't pull that one back in time, and it's strike two. 1-2 the count on LeGrand. Nobody out here in the top of the sixth inning. Runners on first and second. Pitch on the way, that one. Going to be yanked out to short, and Cologne fields that easily.
Oh.
And that will bring in Villarreal. That was LeGrand that flied out there. And he looks at ball one.
He flied out, no pun intended, while I was smacking away a fly. Oh,
Got Mark over here cracking up.
1-0 delivery to Villarreal. That one's inside for ball two. Just about had the runner at second, dead to rights.
Needs to be careful. That was almost a balk.
3-0 Wabash. Or 3-1 Wabash leading Frontier here in the top of the sixth inning. Pitch on the way. That's a strike. One out here. And the count 2-1 on Isis Villarreal.
Andrew Jacobs says it was a sack fly. I missed it because I was swatting the fly around. Is that what happened while I was up? A sack fly?
Yeah, sure.
I got him.
Good deal.
I got the little buggy.
They love this window right in front of us.
You betcha. Villarreal flies out. That's the second out of the inning, and that will bring in Yamil Torres. 2 outs now. Runners at first and second for Wabash Valley. Zach Leduc looking to get out of a jam here. Torres is set, and that one outside for ball one. Leduc with the pitch. And that's ball two. 2-0. Yamil Torres at the plate. And he'll look at strike one. Drop that curve right in on him. Torres back to the plate now with the 2-1 count on him. Leduc with the pitch. And that's in for strike two. 2-2 delivery coming up. There's a strikeout. And the Bobcats are out of the inning unscathed. Warriors leave 2 on, though. And it's a 3-1 lead for Wabash heading into the bottom of the 6th. You're watching Bobcat Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
Join the Wayne County Farm Bureau as they travel to see John Michael Montgomery live in concert at the Effingham Performance Center Friday, March 24th. Your ticket includes entry into the show, dinner at Niemerg Steakhouse, and your seat on a chartered bus. Tickets are $100 for Wayne County Farm Bureau members and $130 for non-members. Contact the Wayne County Farm Bureau at 618-842-3342 to reserve your seat. The Wayne County Farm Bureau, a membership that means something.
Bottom of the 8th inning for the Bobcats here. It's going to be
Bottom of the 8th.
bottom of the 6th, 3, 4, and 5. Wright, Martin, and Schumann for the Bobcats. There's a trio there that can do some damage. Gracia on for his 6th inning of work.
Didn't they do some damage last game?
They did do a little damage last game. Gracia completing his warm-up tosses. There's the throw down to second. And Aiden Wright will step in. Behind the plate this game was at second base last game. Wright steps in now to face DeGracia. 3-1, bottom of the 6th here at FNB Field. Game 2 of this doubleheader. Wabash took game 1, 10-6. Wright looks at strike 1. That's ball outside. Count 1-2 on Aiden Wright. Pitch coming up, Wright swinging through for strike 2. One and two, the count on Aiden Wright. The delivery from DeGracia on the way. That's low outside for ball 2. Lights are on here at FNB Field as the clouds start to roll in. Pitch on the way. Wright swinging. And that is going to be down for a base hit. Right.
No,
Nice.
double. At least a double.
Yeah.
True. Oh, yep. Double.
Great
That's
hit.
it. Bounced off the fence.
Wright stops at second with the double. And Keegan Martin steps in.
Base pinch hitter? No. Never mind.
Oh, Martin, they won't pinch hit for Martin.
Or pinch run, I mean.
Yeah.
No, there's not.
Right out at second after the double. Martin the batter. Martin swinging on the first pitch, fouls it straight back. Strike 1. Oh, and 1 the count on Wright. Or Martin, rather. Pitch on the way from DeGracia. And Martin looks at strike 2. 0-2 on Keegan Martin, the cleanup hitter for the Bobcats. 0-2 delivery from DeGracia on the way. Martin swinging, fouls that one off. The count remains 0-2.
Oh.
0-2 delivery coming up from DeGracia. Keegan Martin is ready.
It's been an interesting day, like I say, Mark and Claire.
Pitch coming up. That's outside, and the count
A little bit high.
is now 1-2. One and two, the count on Martin. Pitch on the way. Martin fouls it back.
One out.
Caught. And that'll be the first out of the inning.
There's a runner on second.
And that will bring in Dawson Schumann. He'll try to move the runner over. And Schumann looks at strike one on the inside corner. DeGracia ready, Schumann ready. Schumann swings through that one for strike two. And the count 0-2 on Dawson Schumann. Runner at second is Aiden Wright. He had a double to the left field wall. Keegan Martin flied out, and then Dawson Schumann steps in. He's got an 0-2 count.
Dang.
And he strikes out, and that's the second out of the inning.
As the runner from second advances to third.
Aiden Wright.
And Bryce Humphrey steps in.
See if Bryce could get a base hit. We're going to get 3-2.
Pitch on the way. That's in low on the inside corner for a strike. 0-1.
2 outs. Runner on third.
Pitch on the way. That's low for ball one. Bryce Humphrey at the plate. A chance to knock in a run with a base hit here. Pitch on the way. Humphrey looks at strike two on the outside corner.
I kind of looked like it's too far outside.
And the count now 1-2. Pitch on the way. Humphrey swings through for strike three. Bobcats leave one on. We go to the top of the seventh inning with Wabash leading 3-1. You're watching Bobcat Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
Looking for something special for that special someone? Let Black's Flowers and Gifts in downtown Fairfield help with a custom floral or silk arrangement, balloon or candy bouquet, or gift item. Give Black's a call at 618-847-7076 for pickup or delivery, or just stop by and say hi at 310 East Main in Fairfield. Black's Flowers and Gifts, your florist with a personal touch.
Welcome back here. We got a few updates from Derek Dunn. He said rain has yet to enter Wayne County. Mount Vernon is reporting rain. So I checked my weather here just a few minutes ago. It was supposed to start at 4, and then it got pushed back till about 4:30. So we'll see if that ever actually hits us. He also gave us the update that softball game, Bobcat softball is tied up 10 all, bottom of the 6th. So come on, girls, pull out a W there at Southwest Field.
Pull out 2 of them actually today.
Well, they haven't won yet. That's what I'm.
Oh, they lost the first game?
They've already. I think they won the first, but I was just saying, pull out a W on this game
Yep.
for
Oh, yeah.
us is what I was saying.
All right, 9-1-2 for Wabash here in the top of the 7th. Auden, Guatemala, and Williams.
The softball team's really good this year, I've heard.
Yep, both programs. It's really fairly new. What I say, I think 5 years maybe.
I think
the
so.
baseball and softball program's
Yeah.
been in existence here, so it's still a fairly new program, and they continue to grow and get better every year.
Well, Duke, I believe, on again. We'll see. No, this is a new pitcher, I believe, for the Bobcats.
Number 23.
That would be Owen Byberg. He saw action in the first game. Completes his warm-up tosses. And he'll pitch the top of the 7th here, with his Bobcats trailing 3-1. 3 up, 3 down would be real nice here. Auden, the shortstop, the lefty, checks in for Wabash. He'll show bunt and then pull it back, and it's ball 1.
Derek confirms softball won the first game 11-10. So
Byberg gets a strike. Count now 1-1 on Auden. That one hits Auden on the arm, and he'll trot down to first. So Wabash with some
people on base already here. Let's see, we got 42. Bonamolo Jr., right? Isn't that what you said?
yes, sir.
Ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry.
First pitch coming in.
Byberg, first pitch strike. And it's 0-1 on Bonamolo. Runner on first is Auden. He got hit by a pitch. Throw over to first. Not a pickoff throw, but just a throw to keep Auden close. Byberg with the 0-1 delivery. That strike drops in, and it's 0-2 on the Warriors' leadoff man, Richard Bonamolo Jr. That one hit. Out to short, first play, the turn, and the pickup.
Fielder's choice.
He is not good. So 1 out. We erase the leadoff man. And Bonamolo is at first, as you said, on the fielder's choice. And that will bring in Nicholas Williams. That's outside for ball 1. One 0 count on Williams. Pitch all the way from Byberg. That's high and outside for ball 2. Pitch on the way from Byberg. That's outside for ball 3. The count runs to 3-0 on Nicholas Williams. Visit to the mound from the catcher, Aiden Wright. Guessing he's telling Owen Byberg, just focus on the hitter. Let's get the hitter. 3-0 count on Williams. Byberg from the stretch, pitch on the way, and that's in for strike one. Three-one delivery from Byberg coming up. That one is going to be popped up on the infield. Schumann calls it, and he'll make the catch. Make his two out here in the top of the seven. Landon Johnson stepping up, the lefty first baseman for Wabash. With 2 outs and 1 on here in the top of the 7th inning. Byberg set from the stretch. There's the pitch. Runner goes, and in there safe, just barely. Slid to the outside of the bag, and that's what made him safe.
0-1, 2 outs, runner on second.
Landon Johnson at the plate. Byberg set with the pitch. Has swung through. And that will be strike two. The count now 0-2. Byberg's 0-2 delivery on the way. That's outside for ball one. One and two. That one grounded foul down the first base line. Count remains 1-2. Byberg again with the 2-strike pitch. That one over the short, over the second baseman. And the run scores from second. And that's another run for Wabash here. So Johnson with the base hit. And the lead stretches to 4-1 now.
22 is coming in to run the bases for number 41.
That would be LaRue, Michael LaRue. And Mahan will bat now. Keaton Mahan for the Warriors.
He was our almost home run hitter earlier.
He was. He yanked that one down the first base line, and it bounced on the warning track. Byberg pitching from the stretch once again. Throw over to first just to keep the runner close. Throw down to second. Yeah, they got him. And that will do it for the inning. Warriors play one, though, and it's 4-1 heading into the bottom of the 7th inning here at FNB Field. You're watching Bobcat Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
Fairfield, Illinois, the center of it all. Mark your calendars for April 8th, 2024, because Fairfield, Illinois is the place to be for the 2024 total solar eclipse. With events for all ages, all weekend long, you won't want to be anywhere else. Follow the event on Facebook and Instagram at Solar Eclipse Fairfield to be the first to know about anything and everything Solar Eclipse 2024. You can also check out cityoffairfieldillinois.com/solar eclipse for a running list of unique places to stay in Fairfield, Illinois, the center of it all.
Bottom of the 7th inning here at Frontier Community College. Gresham, Horcham, Cologne. Anybody gets on, it's going to be Ruffner for the Bobcats, who trail by 3, 4-1 to Wabash Valley.
Bottom of the 7th, you said?
Bottom of 7. Yes, sir.
So if we don't come back and tie, or we don't tie it or score 5, then
This is
we
the
lose.
last hurrah.
Maybe,
Yeah.
unless we come back and tie it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's your
Yeah.
last chance to
Oh, yeah.
come back. We can do it. Go
Yeah,
Bobcats.
We believe in you, Bobcats. Come
All
on.
right, Jacob Gresham steps in.
Your
Gresham,
biggest supporters are
couple
here.
of big hits here. And he'll bat. The Gracia has been good throughout this one. Pitch all the way. That's a called first strike. There's a called second strike. Check swing by Gresham. And it's 0-2. On the Bobcats' designated hitter. 0-2. Gresham swinging.
He barely missed that.
And that is a base hit.
Third base jumped for it, number 8 for Wabash, and fell out of his glove.
Got a runner on. You get on any way you can, and Ashton Horcham steps in. Pitch from, there's the bunt. And that is a bunt foul. And it's 0-1 on Horcham. Horcham trying to bunt that into the gap between the first baseman, second baseman, and the first baseman, and just bounce that one off the plate and foul.
Henry Merlos is checking in, says, way to go, Jacob. Thanks for tuning in, Henry.
Oh, 1 count on Horcham. Here's the pitch from DeGracia. And that's 0-2. Ball right at the letters. Oh, 2 count on Horcham. DeGracia from the stretch. Nope, did not go around. Wabash wanted the strikeout, did not get it, and the count now 1-2.
Yeah, the expressions, the body movements that Wabash made after that call, it's not very good.
1-2 delivery from DeGracia. And that's on the inside for ball 2. Bobcats just looking to get runners right now. Get on base and then score some runs. You're down 4-1, bottom of 7. Pitch all the way, that one. Horcham.
Get out, get out. Oh,
Caught
snagged it.
And the right fielder for Wabash got turned around a couple of times, but was able to reel it in. That's the first out of the inning. And we'll see if we get a pinch hitter here, and I think we will. It's going to be number 45 for the Bobcats. Colt Sussex Uphold, a freshman out of Rio Rancho, New Mexico. Pitch all the way from DeGracia, swing on by Sussex Uphold, and that's strike 1. 1 count on the pinch hitter here. Strike 2. That one going to be popped up to
And
center field,
ball
and
game.
it is going to be caught. Second out of the inning,
Oh, that's second. I thought that's third.
and Carter Ruffner, the leadoff man.
Nice rally. Come on. Stroh will have a chance to come back and tie it. Get walked a bunch, you know. Be great.
Nothing like a 2-out rally, and nothing like a 2-out bottom of the 7th 2-out rally to win the game.
Yeah.
Ruffner steps in. He's the, unless he gets on, the last batter for the Bobcats here.
Let's hope he's not.
Pitch on the way. Ruffner looks at strike 1 and the count 1-1. Pitch on the way. Ruffner looks at strike 2 at the knees. And the count now 1-2. Ruffner is set. Pitch on the way. That one going to be fouled off to the right side. One-two delivery on the way. And that's inside for ball 2. 2-2 the count on Carter Ruffner here. 2 outs, bottom of the 7th inning. The Bobcats trailing 4-1. Ruffner awaiting the pitch. And that is a called third strike for the final out of the ball game. The final here is going to be 4-1. The Bobcats drop the doubleheader to Wabash Valley. 10-6 in game 1, 4-1 in game 2. You're watching Bobcat Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
We're back here.
Final score here, game 1, 10-6. The Bobcats dropped the game 1 to Wabash Valley College, and then a 4-1 decision in game 2 as the Bobcats dropped their second in a row. They're now 0-3 in the GRAC, and Wabash improves to 3-0 in the GRAC. Nothing to be ashamed, though. They played with Wabash throughout the first and second games.
Yeah, they really held their own. Like you said, they're ranked number 8 in the country, and the Bobcats have nothing to be ashamed of. They played great out there, and somebody's always got to win. Somebody's got to lose. So
one of these learning experiences for the Bobcats. Any coach will tell you that. He's not happy that you lose, but you do learn something from this one.
Right.
And you learn what it takes to be a number 8 team in the nation.
Right.
In Wabash Valley, you got to have good pitching. You got to limit the mistakes. And granted, the Bobcats have done that.
Yes.
They've limited the mistakes. They're just not getting timely hits all the time like Wabash was getting here this afternoon.
right. Yep. I completely agree with you there. But what a great group of kids on both sides. It's nice to see good sportsmanship and the teams playing well together. So I always, real athlete, so that's the stuff I pay attention to. But and always great to have all of you here too on Bobcat Nation tuning in if you're not able to make it to the games, and we sure appreciate you guys tuning in to Bobcat Nation, and hope you had fun with us this morning into this afternoon.
You better believe it. Let's talk about what's coming up this next week on both Bobcat Nation and Mule Nation, because we've got games on both.
We've got games on both.
Tuesday we'll have FCHS baseball on Mule Nation,
Right.
starting at 4:30 p.m., and then FCHS softball starting at 4:30 on Mule Nation. We've got
That'll be on Bobcat Nation.
That'll be on Bobcat Nation.
You're getting yourself confused.
I certainly am.
And then
softball.
yes.
Starting on Bobcat Nation on Wednesday, right?
Yes. Wednesday is Bobcat softball, 2 and 4 p.m. It'll be on Bobcat Nation. And then again on Thursday, we have Bobcat softball again at 2 and 4. And also on Thursday, we'll have FCHS softball at 4:30. And then on Saturday, there's an FCHS baseball game at 10 a.m. at Mount Carmel. And Bobcats baseball at 12 and 2. That'll be on Bobcat Nation on Saturday as well. So
it is a busy week for us as we get into the swing of
things.
The swing of things, and it's going to be busy. It's going to be busy, but it's going to be fun. My goodness, is it going to be fun?
It's going to be a lot of fun. We're so grateful to get to do what we do. Mark has a long history of working in radio and sports broadcasting. Myself, I just was always most school-spirited, and I've always loved attending sporting events and learning and really getting behind the players. I'm just a school-spirited, town-spirited person, and we have a great crew with us, too. We have students from the college and the high school that help out. Double D, who's also a radio broadcaster for a lot of years and a sports announcer. So, anyways, we're super thankful. We love doing what we do, and if you're interested, if you enjoy the broadcast and would like to help out with sponsorship, we sure would appreciate it. Like I said, I'm a small business, and Mark and I kind of worked together, came up with this idea to start Mule Nation, and Coach Matt McHugh reached out, and they, Bobcat Nation, they were really wanting to be able to stream live stream as well. So just want you to know it's not us capitalizing, making a bunch of money off of it. We just want to be able to provide the service, and we sure would appreciate sponsorships from personal sponsorships or business sponsorships. Make a donation, whatever you want to do, just to help us. Like I said, I pay the employees, I pay the talent to be here, and we try to do as many games as we can, and we just need some sponsorships to help us pay the bills. So
and also, if you are interested in becoming a behind the scenes member of Bobcat or Mule Nation, you know what? We're always looking for extra help, and we're always grateful for the extra help. Looks like the Bobcats have broken their huddle down.
Yeah, Matt's heading
right
this way.
Corner, and we're going to get Coach Matt McHugh up here. Doesn't look like he's got a player with him though.
Yeah, I don't know. He maybe he told one to meet him up here, but he's a quick walker. He'll be up here in no time.
I know. I can't walk that fast.
No, I can't either.
That is impressive.
Even speed walking, but but yeah, We sure appreciate it. We sure appreciate our sponsors. I do want to give one more shout out to Bears Flooring here in Fairfield, Illinois, our newest Bobcat Nation sponsor. They're located at 105 North 1st Street, open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturdays by appointment. Over 20 years experience in flooring, all types of flooring available, small town people. Check them out on Facebook, follow their page, and yeah, we sure appreciate you being a sponsor, Bears Flooring, and go and give them a visit and tell them Bobcat Nation sent you.
You betcha. Speaking of Bobcat, the Bobcat, he'll be back next week.
Bob the Bobcat, yes, he's been on a hiatus for a little bit, so just don't worry about it right now, please. Thank you. But yep, he will be back to work on the 16th, so we're excited. I was started working on the schedule last night for next week, and like we talked about, all these games are coming up, and it's now that we have 2 sets of equipment available, it's gotten a little crazy, and we had some people that have to be off next week for this and that, so it's a little bit more stressful to get those spots filled. So if you are interested in being a cameraman, play-by-play, learning the computer, we'd love to have you. Give us a holler.
We certainly would. Coach Matt McHugh is going to join us here, and
hopefully you can hear us today.
I think I can.
all right.
All
Yes,
right.
I
Coach,
can hear you.
it's always disappointing to drop a doubleheader to anybody, but you guys played right with Wabash, the number 8 team in the nation, for 2 games. I mean, there's got to be some positives that you bring out of this.
Yeah. We don't feel like there's a ton of positives. Yes, I think we think very highly of ourselves as a team, and we feel like we're capable of playing with anybody, and I think we knew that going into this weekend. Upsetting Pensacola State last week and playing with Delgado kind of affirmed that, but we still didn't play very good baseball. We made a lot of mistakes defensively. We were not very good defensively. Yes, we played with them, but I think we know that we left a few really good opportunities out there to take a game or 2 from them.
And easily could have won either one of the games. You fell behind 7-0 in game 1 in the 3rd inning. And a lot of teams would have just said, we're down 7-0 to Wabash Valley and folded. You guys didn't. You came back. You made it 7-6.
Yeah, that was. You're gonna make me say good. You're gonna make me be happy out here, aren't you?
I'm gonna try.
We try
the
our
coach and
hardest.
me can't wait to practice on Monday. We talk a lot about what we call controlling the crookeds, which is crooked number is when you score more than a run in an inning. Going out there on defense and controlling it, as in you score 3, don't give up any runs. Go out there and get the momentum and keep it. And everything fell apart, and we didn't do a very good job of working through adversity, and we made some mistakes that inning. And Max, who started that game, came up to me and was like, I let things get in my head. But they never gave up. And, I think we were talking in the dugout, and there was a lot of, we're about to learn a little bit about ourselves. Don't let anybody think this game is over. Find a way to claw. It's early. And, man, we had the momentum in that game, and we just weren't able to complete it and finish the job there. But, yeah, that would have been one heck of a story if we were able to finish that comeback. But you're right. I think in a different circumstance, heck, maybe a couple of weeks ago, we probably would have rolled over, and it would have been ugly. But I think it's a bit of a testament to the competitiveness of those boys, and they didn't give up.
I want to ask you about Artem
Logvinov? Yeah.
He got plunked in the head, in the ear. How's he doing?
He's good. So he missed a little bit of time in January. He actually took a pitch to the face and fractured a bone. He just had like a crack right here.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but he wears one of those face guards on his helmet, and it hit that face guard.
Thank gosh he has it.
So it squared him up there, and I think there was a little bit of how do I put it, like PTSD,
right?
To say it carefully, from getting hit there. So he's perfectly fine.
Good.
Thankfully, it got the helmet and didn't get any meat.
Yes.
So we're good because he's a good ball player. We're thankful he's okay.
Okay.
So
coming up, you've got some pretty tough games coming up this next week.
Yeah, we got Ren Lake next week, and we're in conference season now. There's no such thing as easy games. Not that there are any that exist, but I think we still have a long way to go. We've come a long way. We've improved a lot, and the boys know that. But we need to have a really good week of preparation. And I told them, I said, I expect us to come with a lot of energy on Monday and Tuesday and ready to work to improve on the mistakes that we made this weekend and hopefully put them in the past to make sure that they're not things that happen to us anymore.
And when you say you've improved a lot, this is a pretty young ball club.
Yes. It's pretty much mostly true freshmen and redshirt freshmen. Artem is our elder statesman in the field. He had 69 plate appearances last year, which is, really a part-time player. Basically, you're playing one out of every 3 games, maybe.
Right. Yeah.
And Will Newberry is our pitcher with any experience from last year. I think he pitched maybe 12 or 13 innings. Everybody else doesn't really have college experience at this level. And I think the coaching staff, we talked about it. We talked to the players about it. There's going to be a lot of youth. And I think if you look at our scores early on, we would win by a lot and lose by a lot. And I think that was kind of how to handle when things start to fall apart a little bit, kind of that youth. Mm-hmm. But, there's nowhere to go but up. We've talked about walking the journey and the path as a team and understanding that there's a huge growth process, and we want to play our best baseball in April and May. We don't want to play it in February and March. And hopefully today wasn't our best baseball. It better not have been. Or I'm going to lose my hair.
Coach, thank you very much for joining us. We appreciate everything you've done for us.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys doing this.
Thank
I know
you.
that I can see my mom.
I was going to say,
Hi,
Peggy.
Mom.
I appreciate your broadcast. You do a great job.
They do a great job.
We got a compliment earlier from Andrew Jacobs from Australia. Oh, he said, "You're doing a great job. Keep it up." And I thought he was talking about the players, and I was like, "Yeah, they are. They're doing great." And he's like,
"Give yourself
I
some
was
credit.
talking about you guys." So
give yourself some credit.
We sure try, and we have fun.
Yes.
So.
Did the space heater work today?
Yes.
Keep you
It
guys
helped
nice
out
and warm?
tremendously. Yes, sir.
We gave her a few shout-outs on air, too.
bet.
God love her.
Perfect.
Yep.
She's right over there.
I see her.
That's my where's
That's your
Ann?
crew.
There she is. Yeah, that's my crew.
There's
That's my crew.
That's
So,
awesome.
awesome. Well,
Coach,
thank you
again,
so much.
Appreciate it. We'll see you next week.
Yep.
All right.
Thank you.
Coach Matt McHugh, the Bobcats dropped the doubleheader to Wabash Valley College here this afternoon. Claire, you were saying?
Yeah, we got a few more check-ins. I had to call you out here. Mountaineering Mobile, the one that's from Mayberry.
Uh-huh.
She says, "You have Wabash colors on."
I do. I do. Okay, let me explain that.
Explain yourself
Okay.
here.
I have a mule. I have a black and gold sweatshirt.
Okay.
And I've lost it.
Oh.
And this was the warmest thing that I could find today.
And
I apologize for that. It was unintended.
Yeah, well, and that's the hard part too is red and black are our hometown colors, our high school colors. So yeah, we've got Mule Nation and red and black in our wardrobe. I wore a Mule Nation black shirt today as well, but it's under my big puffy coat. But anyways, the moral of the story is we need to get some Bobcat Nation gear up and running, or at least hit up the bookstore over here and snag us some Bobcat gear. I have one T-shirt, and it was way too cold for a Bobcat T-shirt today. So
certainly was.
She says, like the sound mixer, you guys look cold. It's time for the coffee or hot chocolate. I couldn't agree more. We're ready to go home and take a hot shower.
You bet.
But thank you all for tuning in, and we will see you on Tuesday.
You bet. Your final scores, Game 1, Wabash 10, Frontier 6. Game 2, it was Wabash over Frontier 4-1. For Claire Vaughn, for Anthony Yukina, I'm Mark Turner. Have a great weekend, everyone.